is a part of the Comedy Store family, and I asked the manager of the Comedy Store if she had any comics that she liked, and this woman was one of them, so I went downtown to catch her doing a set, and it's the only time I haven't regretted a trip downtown. She's very funny. Please put your hands together for Logan Guntzelman.
Oh, it's so nice to be performing in front of real people again. I spent a lot of the past year doing corporate Zoom comedy shows. Your response is correct. That's the correct response. They were so bad. One was so terrible. For the first half of the show, we thought that everyone had their microphones turned off. No, they were on. They just weren't laughing at all. And one guy watching, he kept checking his phone. So another comic on the show started asking him. He was like, what's so important? What are you looking at on your phone? Show everyone your phone. So he finally showed everyone his phone, and this guy was looking at LinkedIn. This show is so bad, this guy was looking for a new job. So yeah, it's nice to be here. It's also nice to be traveling more, but I realize I do not know how to travel like a normal person. I was going through TSA, and the TSA lady was checking the waistband of my jeans, and she had her hands in the waistband of my jeans, and I thought that that was a good time to tell her that I liked the way her perfume smelled. Not a good time. One thing that happened, there was a teenage girl in line ahead of me at security, and they stopped her to search her backpack because something went off in the machine. And so the TSA guy, he searched around it, and he pulled out the thing that went off, and it was a magic 8-ball. This is totally true. And he told her, he was like, well, technically this is a blunt object, and it could be used as a weapon, so I'm not sure if you can bring it in your carry-on, and I need to go get my supervisor. So they brought over like 2 or 3 more TSA agents. They were all looking at this magic 8-ball, trying to decide what to do. And I was in line behind her, losing my mind, because I was like, just ask the magic 8-ball. You guys are fun. I've been around a lot of comedy audiences, not just for stand-up. I was a waitress in a comedy club for a really long time. And you guys might think, just based on the media and what you've seen about the world we live in, you might think that the worst hecklers are middle-aged straight men. But I can tell you for a fact that is not true. The worst hecklers by far are female teachers on a night out. They all order Chardonnay and they get mouthy. That's what they do. And every now and again, I'll be saying this, and there'll be a woman in the back, and she'll yell out, she'll be like, I'm a teacher, and I'm drinking whiskey. I'm like, well, then you are a middle school teacher. That's how we know what you're drinking. Are you guys drinking? Are people drinking? Yeah? Do you guys know that drink White Claw? You familiar? White Claw? Yeah, it's named after the kinds of hands that hold it. Do you guys... What pisses me off about White Claw is it's trendy now for alcohol to be healthy. Like it's not bad for you, it's a seltzer. There are all these hard seltzers, and they've got vodka with electrolytes in it now. And everyone's on board, and no one was on board when I was in college, and I offered them my homemade sangria, which was just red wine mixed with Emergency. And I could get on Shark Tank with that now. I would like to be on Shark Tank. It'd be nice to make a little extra money. I'm a very broke person. Very broke. I go to Coinstar a lot. Are you guys familiar? Yeah. Do you guys think that this would be a good slogan for Coinstar? Coinstar, be poor loudly. Thank you for applauding Coinstar. It's the only applause Coinstar's ever received. So I was so desperate for work a little bit ago that I was like willing to do any job. So I applied to be a cater waiter. because I think a job seems more fun if it rhymes. That pretty much did it. And I found the job on Craigslist, so the entire application process was done via text message. And the lady was like, could you text me any of your relevant work experience, and could you also text me a photo of yourself? Because I guess you need a cater waiter to be like at least a 6 or something. I don't know. So I did, and she responded, all right, we'll call you tomorrow to hammer out the details. And then she texted me a photo of herself. And I do think it would have been fun if I'd responded, you know what, actually, I don't want the job. I don't want the job. I don't want it. Thanks, one guy in the back. Okay, I've been thinking about this thing that happened. Maybe you guys can help me. When I was in middle school, okay, I was walking on campus, and I was walking towards a door, and I was reaching out to pull open the door. But as I was reaching out, a girl inside the building pulled the door open first, but my arm was already going up in the air. So what ended up happening was I just put all of my fingers in her mouth. Just like right in there. And I think about her like once a month. Do you guys think she thinks about me ever? I'll confess a couple other things. I made the mistake of hooking up, having sex with one of my ex-boyfriends a little bit ago, which would have been bad enough, but he had recently decided to bleach his hair and his eyebrows. Have any of you guys ever been having sex with someone and the entire time they look surprised? Is that... I was also surprised. It also might be surprising to find out that I'm straight. I know that everything about me suggests some sort of gray area. But I'm not gay, not bi. I tried, it didn't take. Because I think when you grow up with a female friend named September, like by law you have to experiment with her sexually, so... That's how I figured that one out. Me and September, we grew up actually not far from here in this, it's part of LA County. It's a place called Chatsworth, California. Yeah, one person just went, oh, yeah. which makes sense. It's the porn capital of the world, so you just told us a lot about you, miss. It is the porn capital of the world. It was featured pretty prominently in the most recent Tarantino movie. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's this part where Brad Pitt, he goes to this creepy ranch where a bunch of young girls are this old blind guy. And honestly, it was just nice to see my community represented in the media. It was cool. Oh, you guys are so fun. Thanks so much.
I've known this comic for a couple of years. I only recently got to see one of his sets. He is specific, he is funny, he is personal. Put your hands together for the hilarious Steve Furey.
How we doing, Los Angeles? Feels good. Yeah. I always wanted to do comedy in Tony Montana's powder room. Anyone else? Feels good. I don't know. Happy to get out of the house. You know, I've been getting depressed. Anyone else get depressed? I get depressed. Every time I get depressed, what I like to do is smoke a little weed and watch shark videos on YouTube. You know? It's my Wellbutrin, my Xanax gets me through the day. I like it because you get to learn something. You can't be sad if you're learning something. I learned that for scientists to know more about sharks, what they do is they cut them open and look what they've been eating. I thought that was pretty cool. Just hope they don't do that to me when I die. So I think it'd be a gross misrepresentation of who I was as a man. I just see them and be like, we found this body here, and as you can tell from his diet of gummy bears, hot Cheetos, and Little Caesars pizzas, this is a homeless 8-year-old boy. Very sad. Very sad. I love to go out to eat. That's my favorite thing about LA. I try to go to 4 new restaurants a week. I wake up, smoke a little weed, see where I want to go. And sometimes you get to hear about restaurants no one's talking about. Like, you guys ever heard about naked sushi? So a restaurant puts down a naked woman and you eat sushi off of their bodies. Yeah. Now, I've never done that, but I did wash my dishes with a bar of Old Spice once. Yeah. Yeah, and for a week it tastes like I was eating dinner off my dad. What is this, an Irish Spring crowd? What's going on? Little Lever 2000. If you know what Lever 2000 soap is, you're broke as hell. That is garbage soap. You know it's bad when you pick up the bottle and it says it's for your body, hair, and car. It's like, I don't even think. Couldn't go out how to start postmating Chipotle. That's a sad point in your life, isn't it? Chipotle's great if you want a burrito that's half room temperature, half freezing cold lettuce. More iceberg, please, Chipotle. Here's something I think we can all get behind. Can someone tell the employees of Chipotle how to roll a burrito? It's supposed to be cylindrical. Cylindrical. But every burrito I get shaped like a softball and I gotta eat it like an apple. Every Chipotle burrito looks like a blonde girl with big shoulders from Arizona who's just underhand pitching it at me. At 45 miles an hour. Oh, man. Tried to get spiritual lately. Anyone else? Did a little Joshua Tree trip? Yeah. Very LA. Very LA. I love it. I'm from Northern California. When we go camping, there are trees, maybe a water source, deers. When people in Southern California go camping, they go to a desert hellscape in the middle of bum nowhere. It's 150 degrees and it's surrounded by snakes and spiders. From Sacramento, moved down to LA about 5 years ago. Love this area. Moved on to Hoover in Washington. Terrible neighborhood. I don't know who said that one. You can poop wherever you want though, so that's fun. I haven't done it yet, but someone. It was a selling point for sure. I'm from Sacramento, California, which is the Cleveland of California. A lot of people don't know that. It's a wonderful place. When I moved here, I wanted to be like home, so I moved next to a Mexican supermarket. You guys ever been to a Mexican supermarket? Yeah, it's a lot like a normal supermarket. If like a normal supermarket had no rules at all. It's complete anarchy. There's no expiration dates on anything at all. I walked up to a piece of meat, picked it up. The date just said manana. I was like, oh, it's good though. I love my neighborhood, man. I love it because the burrito game is off the charts, right? That's the greatest thing about this city. But I've been eating too many burritos. I've been eating so many burritos, a Mexican family would be like, you should try Chinese food, man. There's other things you can eat besides a burrito for every meal. But I think a burrito is the perfect meal, right? You can eat it for every meal of the day, and it makes sense. But I feel like as a white guy, I should be eating more sandwiches. What's our thing? Is it sandwiches? I think it's sandwiches, right? We're a sandwich race. But you can't eat a sandwich for every meal of the day. If you have it for breakfast, good. Lunch, perfect. But if you're eating a sandwich for dinner, something terrible happened pretty soon. I remember the first time I had a sandwich for dinner, I was in the 3rd grade. I was like, Dad, why are we having sandwiches for dinner? He was like, your mother left us, Stephen. We're gonna be eating a lot of sandwiches for dinner. You're the man of the house now. To me, Mexican people are like the Michael Jordan of food. You know what I mean? Greatest to ever do it, jerseys in the frickin' rafters. But just like when Michael Jordan got too cocky and went to baseball, Mexican people got too cocky and went to sweets and failed terribly. That is You ever had a Mexican donut? I ate one without looking, thought I was eating a plain hamburger bun. It's like no sugar at all. Why are there so many flies in the case? Okay, we should. That's not good. I get it. I get why people would get mad at that, right? They go, Steve, you're dumb. You know what you're talking about. You ever had flan? I'm like, you think flan's gonna save you? Thing that's always near the register. If anything looked like it should always be refrigerated, I mean, it's sweating. I've never seen cake sweat before. People go, Steve, you're dumb. You know what you're talking about. You ever had Mexican candy? I'm like, yeah, Mexican candy. There's only one rule to candy. Don't make it spicy. You can do anything else. Shaped like a rock, shaped like a worm. Anytime someone gives me a piece of Mexican candy, I feel like they're playing a trick on me? I'm like, what flavor is this? He's like, mango. At first. And it's hotter than the devil's butthole, muchacho. Thank you guys very much. My name is Steve Furey. You got a hell of a show coming up.
This next comedian is someone I've known my entire career. He is a Comedy Store regular and favorite. Fun fact, he's also like a tennis pro, and he definitely helped me audition for a tennis movie one time and spent like an hour with me, and now I'm a tennis movie star. I didn't get the part, but he is so funny. You're going to love him. Put your hands together for my friend, Francisco Ramos.
So I do have an American accent, not this one. I have another one that I use when I need to, you know what I mean? Like when I go to Starbucks, I have to use it because they never understand my name, so I have to use my American accent. Like the other day I was there, the girl was like, hey, can I get your name? So I used my accent, I was like, my name is Francisco. And the girl's like, how do you spell that? It's like San Francisco. But without the San. And then I got the cup, and it said San Jose. I was like, is my cousin here? So I have a step dog and a step cat. They're my girlfriends, and we moved in together. And she's like, here are your babies. I was like, I want to see some DNA test. So now that I have a dog and a cat, I do have to say that I like dogs a bit better. I have to say that. Because dogs, I think they're better roommates for protection, you know what I mean? Because a dog to me is like having like a paranoid roommate. You know what I mean? They're always hearing stuff. Right? They always come up to you like, hey man, I think I heard something in the back, man. You gotta call the cops, man! Like, they're always paranoid, right? They never want you to leave, like, hey, don't leave, man. It's dangerous out there. You're gonna die out there, man. That's why they're so surprised to see you. They think you die every time you leave, and then when you come back, they're like, what? You're alive, man! I thought you were gonna die. Look, we gotta call the cops, man. But I like that paranoia. I like that because cats, they don't care, right? Like a cat, like if you get robbed, a cat wouldn't know it happened, right? A cat to me is like having like a stoner roommate. Right? You get robbed, they just wake up like, dude, what happened to the TV, man? I didn't hear anything, and I was sleeping in the closet the whole day. My dog, my stepdog, is actually a rescue dog. His name is Stanley. Rescue dogs, I realize is a very American thing to rescue dogs. It is, and I think it's a great thing. I think most countries should do it. But because I didn't know that dogs needed to be rescued. I had no idea. I grew up in Venezuela, and I would see some dogs on the streets all the time. I never saw one dog going like, rescue me. No, they're outside going like, I'm free, I can be right here. But here in the US, it's crazy. You never see one dog on the street, right? Like if after the show there's a dog wandering around by itself, the whole city shuts down, right? It's like, somebody call 911, there's a dog by itself. He doesn't know what to do. Get out of the way, homeless person. We need to save this dog. So like I mentioned, I have a girlfriend. She's from North Carolina, which is pretty cool because we're both from the South. I'm just from the deep South. So my girlfriend, she loves to do stuff that she did back in North Carolina that she wants to do with me now all the time. Like during last Halloween, she wanted to go to a pumpkin patch with me. Yeah, but I didn't grow up with the pumpkin patch. I don't know what the pumpkin patch is. But I was like, all right, let's go to the pumpkin patch. So we went to the pumpkin patch. You know what I realized about the pumpkin patch? It's just people taking pictures with a vegetable. That's pretty much it. It's a zoo for vegetables. And I didn't grow up with that concept because back in Venezuela, my dad never took me to the supermarket with a camera. Be like, hey, Francisco, stand next to the bananas. I was like, what? They're not ready. Which, by the way, that shows you what a first world country is, right? Right? To go to a field of food just to take pictures? That's amazing, right? I would love to take one of my cousins that are living in Venezuela right now and be like, look, we're going to go to the US and I'm going to take you to a pumpkin patch. And my cousin's like, yeah, I'm starving. Let's go to the pumpkin patch. And we get there and it's like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I'm like, Willy Wonka, I'm like, come with me. And you'll be in a first world of pure gentrification. And my cousin's like, wow, so many pumpkins. I'm going to eat that one. Oh, I'm going to be those two over there. I'm like, no. We take pictures here, Charlie. But you can pick one pumpkin, and we can take that one home. Okay, I get it, because we eat it at home. No, we make a scary face out of it. Well, I don't get it. So when do we eat the pumpkin? Oh, we never eat the pumpkin. We let it rot outside. Welcome to the first world. My name is Francisco Ramos. Thank you guys very much. Have a great night. Thank you. Give it up for Iliza.
So this comic coming to the stage, I was in Nashville, and I was bouncing around, dropping into some shows, and I got to see this woman's set, and I was like, this girl's so funny. I wish I could take her home with me. And I went up and I talked to her after, and she was like, I'm just visiting Nashville. I live in LA too. She's funny. She's smart. Put your hands together for one of my favorites, Laura Peek.
Guys. Oh my God. Hottest crowd in the world. This feels amazing. I love doing stand-up comedy, okay? I love it so much. I love everything about doing stand-up comedy. I like the bad parts of doing stand-up. I like staying in the worst hotels I've ever seen in my entire life. Your Days Inns, okay? Your Quality Inns. Anybody familiar? No? All rich as hell? Okay, cool. That's good. Have you ever walked into a Quality Inn and you're just like, honestly, I would have gone for quantity at this point. You guys really messed up the quality part, if I'm being honest. I stayed at a Days Inn in Southwest Arkansas recently, not to flex on you guys. Do not want to brag. That had a loofah in the shower. How do we feel about that? Would you use a Days Inn loofah? No. Okay, so I didn't think that I would either. It was a long day on the road. I was feeling grimy. I used it, okay? I exfoliated. It was like 6 or 7 minutes. I washed myself like a woman in a movie who was trying to forget a memory. Do you know what I mean? It was deep. It was severe. The next day I went to check out and the guy was like, how was your stay? I was like, I really like the loofah. I think it's a nice touch. And he, of course, said, what loofah? I loved being in the South, though. I'm from the South, like Iliza said. I'm from Nashville. I grew up in Nashville, Tennessee. My first working years of my life, from the time I was 15 until I was 47 years old, I worked at a water park in Nashville, Tennessee called Nashville Shores Water Park. It's the home of water, sun, and family fun. If you haven't heard about it. I learned a lot of very important lessons from working at a water park. I do want to share some of them with you now. Okay, number one, there is no right or wrong response to being called a bitch by a guy who is both soaking wet and eating a corn dog. Okay, that's not even a real person. Gloves are off, okay? You can say whatever you want to that guy. Number two, if you're ever checking bags at a water park and you find a big old bag of weed, you just get to have that now. That's just yours. There's no step two. Just get high, you know? Have a great summer. Hags, girl. Hags it up. Number three, and I think maybe most importantly, if you think that someone might be a little bit too fat to fit into an enclosed water slide, it is cool if you just let them figure that out on their own, okay? Do not call them out. They'll call you a bitch while they eat a corn dog. They do it every time. Literally every time. I will never forget the day at that job that my boss told me to be sure to confiscate any guns that I found. He said, be sure to snatch up any handguns you find. I am still laughing thinking about what teenager making $6.25 an hour is taking a handgun from the kind of guy that brings a gun to a water park, okay? Can you imagine trying to take a gun from a water park guy and it like going well? Just being like, sir, I'm gonna have to confiscate that. He's just like, oh my God. Egg on my face. I didn't read the rules. Of course. No, he's gonna shoot you, okay? Been trying to get hot again lately. We all relate to that. Back in the world trying to get hot, just chasing that dragon, you know what I mean? It never happens. I've been talking to my girlfriends about it. All my girlfriends talk to me about getting like hit on at the gym. They all get like leered at and hit on at the gym. Never happened to me once in my entire life, all right? Don't laugh that hard, okay. I don't think I'm what gym guys have in mind, you know? I think they see a girl with like a high ponytail and a good butt doing squats and they're just like, oh yeah. That's the stuff daddy likes or whatever. I don't know what the vernacular is in 2021. Is it still daddy-likey? That feels outdated. And then they see me sweating on a treadmill and they're just like, well, you know, good for her. Good for her. She's making some changes. Can all agree it was time. I love talking to my fit friends when I start exercising because they give the dumbest advice I've ever heard in my entire life. I was talking to like a buff guy friend of mine recently, and he goes, Laura, you know, a lot of women, when they start working out, they're afraid that they're gonna get too muscular. He goes, I wouldn't worry about that if I was you. I was like, yeah, no, okay, I wasn't going to. I've got a lot of weird fears. Accidentally getting ripped, never been at the top of my list. Just wake up one day like, what am I gonna do with these washboard abs? I look like an idiot. Everybody's gonna make fun of my perfect little ass. I started taking an antidepressant during the pandemic. Yeah, thank you. Two people who quietly care about my mental health. Started taking an antidepressant. It's worked so well for me. If you feel like you need to do it, okay, please do. It's working very well. It is, however, messing with my stomach in a way that I cannot even describe to you. I went to my doctor to tell her about it, and she said to me, and I quote, diarrhea is a small price to pay for happiness. I was like, is that from something? Is that a poem? That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. You're an artist. All right, thank you guys so much. Keep it going for everyone you see.
This comic is a newer friend of mine. He runs a show in LA that is just awesome, and he was so generous and let me hijack his lineup so I could book all the comics that I wanted to get a look at for my show. He's hilarious. His comedy has such a point of view. He's from the East Coast. You're about to find out exactly where. Put your hands together for Matty Fontana.
How are you guys? Good to see you. You look like $1 million, man. I know, I would call the elephant out in the room. I got a Boston accent. I'm from South Boston. I know. Yep. Woo! Yeah. I know my accent makes me sound like I have a problem, like a severe problem with gender-neutral pronouns. I don't. I'm fine with it. I'm fine. But, don't think I don't see the differences between men and women. Like, a man will never call his ugly friend a goddess.
Oh my God, Bertha, your hair, that dress, you're a goddess.
But ladies, you're compassionate, you're kind, you try to build each other up. Men, we don't do that. We're horrible. Your worst quality is your nickname. See that dude over there? His name is Marty Scarpaglio. We call him Morgue Mouth Marty because he's got 15 dead teeth and his breath smells like the inside of a tennis ball. That guy over there, Chucky O'Houlihan. We call him Jesus because he's got a dad, but he's never met him or seen him, but he believes he's out there. And that guy over there that looks like Scotty Jankowski, he looks like he's leaning on the air. We call him Scotty Scoliosis. He's got scoliosis. Yeah, I'm a weird dude, man. I'm a weird dude. I grew up in South Boston in the mid-'90s. And I recently was told by this woman that my accent makes me sound illiterate. And it hurt my feelings because I got kept back in the 3rd grade because I couldn't read. I was illiterate. And to put it into perspective, you're 8 in the 3rd grade. That's when you first start playing Little League. If you don't have an older brother, you still believe in Santa Claus. So I'm 9 in the 3rd grade, and I go through puberty full force. Full force, so weird. 9 years old, going through puberty. I was trying to hold it in. Like Michael J. Fox at the beginning of Teen Wolf when he's changing into the wolf. Mortifying. My voice started changing. When my voice started changing, it didn't do it like regular boys. I sounded like Bobcat Goldthwait. Embarrassing. Just embarrassing. A couple years later, my brother came out of the closet. It's gay. Because that's the only way you can come out of the closet. He's gay. And we were terrified because Southie's a tough town. You've seen the movies, The Departed, Good Will Hunting, Everybody's scary. So my parents, I don't know why they did this, they gave him a bedroom in the basement. He was no longer in the closet. He's down by the Christmas decorations. But growing up there, when you're from Southie, you're one of us. Like everybody accepted him, and we had nothing to worry about. But it didn't stop them from asking me ignorant questions. One dude was like, "Does he ever try to touch it?" And I'm like, "No, Terry. Now I'm wondering what the family dynamic is in the Flaherty household." He's my brother, he's not your uncle. Another dude was like, "Why would you choose that? Why would you choose to be that way? Why would you choose that lifestyle?" I'm like, it ain't a choice, you ignorant ass. You either are or you're not. Born with a gay older brother. And then another dude was like, "Because your brother's gay, that means you're gay." And I'm like, that's sound logic. What do you think, my parents are pure breeding homosexuals? That would be a very interesting Dateline episode, wouldn't it? Lester Holt standing out in front of my parents' house. Some people purebreed bagels, others purebreed Siamese cats. But with Sheila and William Fontana are purebreeding in this 2-bedroom walk-up in South Boston, Massachusetts, got a couple of the neighbors raising an eyebrow. It's my favorite thing about gay people. My brother, his friends, the way they describe things. The way they tell a story. It's just, their imaginations are so incredible. They have the most, descriptive adjectives. That's why I didn't delete Facebook. Because gay men memorialize dead celebrities better than anybody on the planet. Straight dudes, we're terrible, right? We're awful. We're like R.I.P. David Bowie. Not gay dudes. Gay dudes are the best. Gay dudes are like January 26, 1985, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. A confused and lonely young boy teaches himself how to play the violin in the driveway of a crumbling ranch house. His non-non and pop-pop were his caregivers, while his father, absent since birth, is on tour with an INXS cover band playing rhythm guitar, and his mother is in a rehab facility being cured off of Quaaludes and Seagram 7. A velvety cloud opens up over the boy and a purple rain showers on him, so he runs inside seeking shelter, grabbing his grandmother's wool gabardine jacket and laying stomach down on the living room carpet that reeks of manual labor and domestic violence. His plump sister Bertha bounds into the living room like a hippopotamus in a shallow pond and snaps on the 27-inch Zenith console television. The channel, MTV. Kurt Loder is finishing giving us our daily dish of world news when a music video begins and a man appears through a fog wearing purple and paisley, silk and satin, leather and lace. His words touch the soul of the young boy and he no longer feels alone. He no longer feels afraid. He feels confident and seen. He imagines himself driving around in a little red Corvette, wearing a raspberry beret, partying like it was 1999. From that day forward, he was purple, he was paisley, he was silk, he was satin, he was leather, he was lace. That little boy was me, and that man was the purple one. Rest easy, sweet prince, because in heaven you are equal in God. My name's been Matty Fontana. Thank you so much.
So this comic coming to the stage is one of those comics that everybody I talked to said that they loved. I invited him to come feature for me down at the Improv one weekend. I fell in love with his perspective and him as a person. He is hilarious. Put your hands together for Jason Cheney.
Hey guys. All right, so recently I've been trying to appreciate things that I don't usually think of appreciating, like freedom of speech, just to be positive. Yeah, it's really nice. Why you laugh at freedom of speech? No, okay. It's really nice. Like, you get to say whatever you want. You get to boo the president. You get to boo the president if you want to. That's so nice. Boo! Stop sniffing people's hair at work. Boo! That's so you can't do that in North Korea. Like, before you even finish the boo, you'll see a missile. This later. So it's nice to appreciate it. This next thing I appreciate, it's controversial, but just take a ride with me, LA, okay? I know you're woke, but take a ride. I don't like and I'm against guns. I have them, but LA, I say take a ride with me. But look at my face. I know that I don't look like a person that would have guns, and that's why I got 17 of them. But it's so conflicting in my heart because I know it's dangerous and I don't want it. But the thing is, every other person has it in America, and also Asian hate. That's why I told you I got 29 of them. Because people would walk around, look at my face, and just go, you know what? I'm just going to rob him with nothing. And I'm like, just kidding. Bam. I got one too. But I definitely thought about it. Like, my friend who's against it, he's like, Jason, what are the chances of you even surviving a gunfight? I was like, super low. Like, I was like, almost impossible. But I was like, you don't even have a gun, so your chance is 0. To me, it's like lottery. If you don't play, you won't win. But maybe is how I feel. But I don't know, maybe it's my paranoia. I literally have a gun taped at the inside of a lamp. My wife's like, Jason, just put it in the nightstand like everybody else. I'm like, you think I'm stupid? Everybody puts it in the nightstand. If the burglar come in and they want to take my gun from the nightstand, I'm like, just kidding. And now the light is on. I see your face. Please. I'm paranoid for sure because I have a gun in the kitchen, in the pantry, next to the peanut butter. My wife was like, Jason, this is ridiculous. I was like, no, babe, listen. If I'm making you breakfast and we're vulnerable, I have the option, if the burglar come in with a gun, I have the option to go, sir, please don't shoot. I'm just making a peanut butter bullet sandwich. You think you could come to my house, threaten me? You think you could come to my house that my wife pays for? Threaten me and her? Okay, and if you look at my gun, this is the worst gun handling safety ever. But I just want to let you guys know, this is how you let the burglar know that you're freaking crazy. It sends a message. I don't give a about you or me or this here. I'm about to shoot her, and then me, and then you. So it's conflicting in my heart. Because it's dangerous, but also I protect my wife. So my conclusion about guns is this, because some of you are not laughing, is this. If you're against guns, trust me, I'm with you. But if you like them, me too. That's how I feel. But it doesn't even matter how you feel these days. Some people would just hate you, shame you, and guilt you anyways. Like I have a friend who's always on social media. She's always like, Jason, stop eating to everybody, but sometimes, stop eating the cows. They're literally slaughtering them. Don't eat the cows. And I feel really guilty. And the thing is, I don't want the cows to die either, but I don't know how else to eat the steak. I feel like that's the only way. Documentary influences you too. Seaspiracy. Don't eat the fish. You're damaging the planet. Flap, flap, flap. Oh no. Me and my wife both saw it, and we immediately don't want to eat fish. So we went to a steakhouse because we want to do our part as American citizens. I just don't know what else we're going to be shamed for in like 5 years. Oh, the potatoes! Don't eat the potatoes! They're literally mashing them. But sometimes some of us don't, I feel like most of us don't have enough energy to care for something. When you do, I admire that. But the thing is, like, you don't know what each other's going through. Like, I know most of us don't have enough energy to care for more than us, like ourselves and our family, and then maybe our friends. I know this because every time when we're stuck on the freeway, just stuck in traffic, and we're late, and we're frustrated and anxious because of a car crash, every single one of us is in the back like, well, when I get up there, somebody better be dead. Somebody better be unconscious in that vehicle. And some people don't know if they could laugh because they're like, no, I'm a good person. I'm gonna go a step further. When we the car crash, nobody's pulling over like, is everything okay? Never seen that before. Every single one of us by is like, oh, this is the piece of that decided to crash his goddamn car on a Monday afternoon. Everybody's driving straight. Why you turn the car and crash into the wall? Making me late to eat steak. Selfish. I just don't want to be shamed, is what it is. Give me the benefit of the doubt. Like, this is another thing I didn't know was a problem in LA. But I got a dog during the pandemic. I love my dog. But I got it from a breeder. And I didn't know this was a problem before you boo. I didn't know. Okay? This lady, she shamed me. This is how she shamed me. She looked at my dog and looked at my face. This is how she shamed me. Oh. What do you mean, how? Oh, well, mine's a rescue. Do you see Todd and its only leg? Yeah, it looks like a kebab. Yeah, but I rescued it. Before I continue, I just want to say this. Of course, there's loving people who just have a wholeheartedly love their pets more than people, and I appreciate that. But some people want a virtue signal and like say that they're gonna be like, oh, I rescued it. It's like, yeah, obviously. No animal comes out this way. It looks like a lollipop that caught hair on the ground. I get it. I rescued it, and then I'm a human, so I felt really bad. I feel really bad. So I started Googling stuff, and I didn't know this. 2 million pets will go from the breeder, where I got it from straight, right? A lot of the times go to a bad home, get abused, beaten, and then go to the shelter. And some people who want a virtue signal, they go, oh, look who needs my help. Don't worry, I am here in Jesus' image to rescue you. The word rescue literally means save from danger. Why did you wait for it to get beaten first? I didn't wait. I went straight to the source. I rescued it. I rescued it with money. You are just a cheap bastard, is what you are. You just didn't want to pay for extra legs. Because legs cost money. I know, some of you triggered. My thing is, don't freaking shame me. How about you love your pet and I love my pet and we both go home? All right, I'm going home. Thank you guys so much.
This next woman, I heard from a lot of comics who I really love that she's funny, so I asked her to come feature for me at the Irvine Improv one weekend. Not only was she funny and unique, she's the only woman I've ever been in a green room with that ate more than I did. And I was like, you're a winner, baby. Put your hands together for Irene Tu.
Oh my God, hello. I am a girl. I know, I gotta clear that up. Some of you are like, is that a teenage Asian boy on stage? Nope, just a lesbian. But I did skateboard here, so kind of both. I hate going through airport security because every time I go, I have to go through that big full body machine. You know, the one where you pose for 3 seconds and then it tells you if you're a terrorist or not. But I don't know if you know this, when you go through that machine, the agent actually has to pick your gender. That's how the machine works. So since I look like me, he picks male. Then I go through the machine, and then he's like, we gotta do it again. I'm like, what do you mean we have to do it again? Okay, you messed up. I feel like you just have to do it again. Yeah, even if I was carrying a bomb, just let me keep it, okay? That's good customer service. So they make me go through the machine twice, so I'm getting cancer twice as fast. Very fun. But usually when I go through the first time, the machine will go off, so the guy comes over, he starts patting me down. I don't say anything because it's 9 a.m, I'm tired, also it does nothing for me. So he starts patting me down, and at right about here, he realizes that he's wrong. Then you can just see the color drain from his face. He's like, oh my God, this might be sexual harassment. And that just makes my day, okay? Because he thinks I'm gonna sue him. I'm not. But you don't know that. I just walk away and I wave and I wink, you know? It's like a fun little game I like to play. So I am gay, and I don't know if anyone else in here is gay or knows a gay person. That should cover it. Like at this point, if you don't know anyone who's gay, you're gay. I actually knew I was gay my whole life because growing up, my favorite color was blue. Very suspect move for a girl. Wore a lot of overalls. And the only Barbie I ever owned was always naked. Yeah, you know you buy little girls Barbies so they buy more clothes, they dress her up. I was like, nah, she's fine the way she is. Barbie wants to go skinny dipping every night. Very creepy. But I didn't come out to my mom for a really long time because I thought she wasn't going to be cool with it. And finally, when I was 19, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to tell her. I go, Mom, I'm gay. And she goes, I know. Look at your hair. And that was it. That was the entire conversation. Very easy. So I would highly recommend coming out to my mom. She already knows you're gay, you know? You guys probably can't tell this about me just looking at me, but I do eat meat. Yes, thank you. I have to say that because everyone assumes I'm vegan for some reason. I don't know what it is about me. Like if it's because I look gay or frail. People are like, yeah, that girl has dietary restrictions. For sure. It's like, I'm also Asian, okay? We eat all of the meats. When my mom and I make chicken soup, we drive to Chinatown. We pick a chicken that's still alive. We're like, that one's the fattest. They kill it before our eyes. We don't even pray. Then we bring it home, cook it for 4 hours, and I eat the entire chicken, including the eyes, the beak, and the brain, okay? Like, I know how to eat meat. So I'm really sick of when people are like, oh, I like chicken nuggets. What you do is gross. Like, okay, fine, you like chicken nuggets. You know what those are? Those are just shredded up chicken butts, okay? What's really grosser? I ate 2 eyeballs. You ate 500 apples. Pretty sure it's the chicken butts, okay? You don't know where that chicken's been. I miss talking to audiences because I would ask them what celebrity they think I looked like, you know, my doppelganger. And then I had to stop because people were mean. Yeah. Someone in the audience would always shout out, you look like the guy from The Hangover. Yeah. First of all, that's not a name, okay? Second of all, we all know who you're talking about. Bradley Cooper. But one time, someone in the audience said, no, you kind of look like Jeremy Lin, the basketball player. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's racist again. Okay. Like, we're nothing alike. He went to Harvard to play basketball, and I actually got into college. And he's Taiwanese, and I'm from a real UN-recognized country. America, okay? Just kidding, I know Taiwan is real, okay? I was forced to say otherwise by the Chinese government. Please don't get offended by that joke. My ex-girlfriend is actually Taiwanese, and I hate her. All right, thank you guys so much. I'm Irene Tu.
So this comic coming to the stage is a big part of the reason that I wanted to do this show. I have watched this man grow as a comic. I've watched his fandom grow, his audience grow, and he is one of my best friends. He's one of my favorite people. He's one of my favorite comics, and he's my baby bear. Put your hands together for Hunter Hill.
How are you guys? I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful to do this. I'm so excited we can leave our houses again. I'll tell you, if there's one thing I did not miss during the pandemic, it was spending money going to other people's weddings. I didn't miss it. I think I saved $10,000 last year. I think that's what I did. I'm not even against weddings. I love weddings. I'm Irish Catholic. So usually a wedding just means getting all of my uncles into one place and I get to watch them wrestle with their alcoholism, like it's a sexuality. There's just so much pressure. I remember I was dating a girl for 4 years. We went to a family wedding. Whenever you've been with anyone for that long and you go to a family wedding, there's always one aunt. She will find you. And she'll be like, when are you two tying the knot? And you go, take a lap, Aunt Susan. You smell like box wine. They're not serving that here. I'm not against marriage. I've never been against it. I've just always wanted to be the best version of myself going into that chapter of my life. So when my aunt brought it up, it just sent me into this very real panic attack, and I found myself alone at a reception table, breathing way too hard. And my girlfriend found me, because that's what they do. And and she was like, hey, Guy, I can tell something's bothering you. And I feel like maybe we should talk about it. Like maybe I should know what that thing is. Okay. Well, I guess what you should know is the way I picture the inside of your head is just an empty shelf with a kitchen timer on it that says marriage. And that thing is just ticking. Sidebar, just so we're all on the same page, I know it's 2021, okay? It doesn't have to be a kitchen timer, just the way I see it. Okay? She's the hardest working woman I've ever met in my entire life. Started her own company, has 40 employees. She's an entrepreneur, 30 years old. I tell jokes for money sometimes. Doesn't have to be a kitchen timer. Just the way I see it. I just know we are getting so close to that marriage timer. I'm not against it. I just know once that one goes off, all the other timers, they're going to start taking to be house, mortgage, kids, schools, minivans, sporting events, birthday parties, all these timers, just trying to win them back, 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 trying to win them back. Finally, she grabs me. She goes, you need to calm down. There's no timers. That's not how the female brain works. We're just alone at this wedding. It feels like the first time in months I've been able to catch my breath. I'm just looking at her like, She goes, it's more of a fuse. So I asked her to marry me, and she said yes. Pretty cool. Thank you. Thank you. We just celebrated our first wedding anniversary in quarantine. I loved it. I loved getting married. I loved her dress. I loved the open bar. I love learning that my wife dances like she has a past that I don't know about. Like, babe, I never knew you could dance. I've never thought you could dance like that. Your fingernails aren't bedazzled, and I care about you. Now we're trying for kids. It's a crazy thing. Trying for kids, it's so much work. It's the first time in my entire life that I felt like a utility. This must be what our honeymoon felt like for her. Like for me, we went to Bali. For my wife, she went to a haunted house of what corner is my husband naked in? Just us in a pool villa. I'm just like, how about now? Now we're trying. I wish we were still on a tropical beach. I wish we were still in a location to make sense of the amount of sex that we're having. Now it's just like, you just want me to have sex in Burbank and what? Think about how good the schools are? I'm not gonna do that. We're trying to keep it interesting. You know, we're trying Kama Sutra right now, which is great if you want to make sex feel like putting IKEA furniture together. I'm just trying to build a family with my wife. Instead, we're just in this office like, no, the book says that piece should be in there. Trying to be a dad. We have a girl. I want a girl for the cookies. If we're being honest, Girl Scouts have the best cookies, okay? They raise $800 million a year for charity. They have a cookie called the Samoa that's so good it doesn't offend the Samoans. And not to make friends or enemies out of anyone here, but Boy Scouts sell popcorn. They sell popcorn for like $26 a bag. Girl Scouts sell cookies for like $5 a box. So besides proving that a wage gap exists, I'm not sure what they're doing with the popcorn. It's a weird thing. I'm starting to like try and look at myself and own every part of myself and be honest with who I am inside and out, just thinking about bringing a kid into this world. I think we were all just given this tremendous gift this last year. We all just had like a chance that we could reflect on ourselves, how we can be better, look at ourselves as a country, how we can be better. I looked inward. Not great. Mostly corn syrup. I looked inward, and if I'm being honest with all of you, I found that I do have prejudicial behaviors. I'm not proud of it. I'm definitely working on it. But I know that I do judge people by the way that they look. And, like I was friends with a lot of them growing up. I should say, like, I don't care what color your skin is, where you're from, who you pray to, or who you are in love with, but if you're hot, I hate you. If you're gorgeous, and some of you might be, but Hunter, you're attractive. Those people are from Ohio. Nobody needs to think like that. I am Old Navy handsome in a town of Lululemon. I don't know why I live in Los Angeles. I can't even shop at normal stores. For a wedding, I went and I bought a new suit at a big and tall store, which I was hesitant to do, mostly because I don't think of myself as fat. I think I would classify myself as playfully obese, lava lamp-esque. But I went to big and tall, and I walked in, and it felt so good. First of all, so much air conditioning. Like they know exactly how much I sweat from the car to the front door. I walked in, all the mannequins were bigger than I am. I'm just like, oh, I think I feel pretty. Usually I'm just ashamed in a dressing room, throwing a bunch of clothes that don't fit into a dirty little corner because I'm a monster. This place, I'm throwing shirts over the door. Just, Philip, do we have anything smaller? All of this is too big. My whole life, I thought I was a triple XL. Turns out I've been a fat small the whole time. And I don't think of myself as fat, unless I'm at a theme park. If I'm at a theme park, life reminds me quite frequently how fat. Last time I was there, I went to a roller coaster with my friends. We all went to get on. All my friends got on. They went click, 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 click. I got on. I went click, click. This will be good. All of a sudden, the kid running the ride, he just goes, "I'm sorry, sir, we're gonna need 2 more clicks from you." Click, click. Sir, you're just saying that with your mouth. Now we're just having this staring contest because 2 more clicks or 2 more clicks, 2 more clicks. Finally, the guy just goes, "Shut it down!" Whole ride comes to a stop. All the emergency lights turn on. We're in line for an hour and a half. Everyone's just looking around like, is the ride broken? I'm just looking down like, no. I am. And I got kicked off the ride for being too fat. Oh, no. I am from Los Angeles. Nobody who lives here feels that way. Where are you guys from? You guys feel things? You guys don't have to feel bad. You cut to me. I'm at the food court. I'm drinking all the domestic beer. I'm eating all of the I'm at a table for one just like, why does this always happen to me? Because here's the thing. I'm fat, but I'm not shut it down fat. Like, I should be able to fit. But that's life. That's ups and downs. I'm trying to get used to that idea, trying to become a parent. You know, I'm not always going to be in control. Sometimes it's going to be unfair. Don't always know what's going to happen. One morning, it's true, I was brushing my teeth one morning, and I went to spit out my toothpaste, and physically I couldn't. I looked up in the mirror and I realized that this left side of my face was completely paralyzed. I thought I was having a stroke. I went to my wife. She started hysterically crying immediately. She's like, "We need to go to the hospital right now." I don't know if you guys have ever been 6'3" and run into an emergency room, but the first thing they did was pointed at my wife and go, "Did he hurt you?" Meanwhile, I'm just shuffling through the doors like Men in Black, just like, "I need sugar water." They rush us past everybody in line. They get me in front of some student doctors like I'm an episode of House. It wasn't lupus. Finally, a doctor gets in front of me. And she goes, "Mr. Hill, I'm sorry, but your face is paralyzed because you picked up a rare viral disease called Bell's palsy. And your face is going to be paralyzed for the next 6 months." And my first thought was, I need to audition for America's Got Talent. I've been funny, but like now I have a backstory, and I've never had one of those before. I think if that show's taught us anything, it's that vulnerability isn't a weakness, you know? Thinking about what that means, what it means to be a person, what it means to be a parent, what it means to be a man, what it means to have character. When I was a kid, I was just this weird little musical theater nerd. And I remember every man having an opinion on what type of man I was supposed to grow up to be. I remember getting in a fight with my stepdad in middle school. He said, "I just don't understand you. You don't play sports. You don't go to parties. You have no character." I was like, I have my own makeup kit and know how to tap dance. How many characters do you need? Thank you guys very much. My name's Hunter Hill. Thank you.